UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up? It's the hazardous Pawz One representing UndergroundHipHopBlog.com out here in Pasadena, California, with none other than the legendary Masta Ace. We just wrapped up the video shoot for the Love remix, cuts by Indigenous, default on the beat. Shout out to Ariano. So what's going on, Ace? Let's talk about a few of the projects you got coming out. How you liking this California weather right now?
I mean, compared to back at the crib where you got to really, like, I can't even be with the cold open, you know, so I'm loving this. It's sunny. It's about, I mean, in my estimation, it's like 60 out here, which I could deal with. You know what I mean? California always shows love on the weather. Appreciating that.
And we definitely show love on the shows, too. You had a show last night. Shout out to everybody that rocked out with you. Let's talk about, you're on a little tour right now, right?
Yeah, doing a little mini, West Coast run. So far, we did San Diego. Last night we did Pasadena. We still got Fresno, Sacramento, Portland. Just kind of working our way up the coast. And then, so that's how we do. We try to hit the road, do 4 or 5 joints, and then go home, and then set up another little run. So my plan is to come back to the West Coast and do another 4, 5, 6 city run in a couple months.
So for everybody on the West Coast, anybody that's visiting the West Coast, you got to make sure you come check out one of the shows. I wanted to talk to you about the grind, because it's definitely a grind, like shooting the videos, traveling, doing everything, conducting interviews like this one, doing a lot of different stuff, going studio to studio, rocking shows. Describe to the people, because I know there's some people at home that think we just got it easy. So please describe the grind and the hustle behind this.
A lot of people know I have a song called The Grind where I really talk about the grind of this underground hip-hop game. I mean, as an independent artist, as an underground artist, we pretty much have to be hands-on with everything involving our careers. And in a lot of cases with me, I don't trust people, so I feel like I have to do things myself. So I'm out there calling promoters, talking to promoters, negotiating, arguing, getting stuff worked out. But that's the way I feel like it needs to be done, so I know it's going to be done right. I wear a lot of hats in this underground hip-hop game, man. I say it on the song. I'm the manager, role manager, tour handler, booking agent, choreographer, and tour plan. I mean, it's a list of things that you got to do on your own. Maybe you have a team of 2 or 3 of your best buddies. I got a couple of partners that work with me, but it's a grind, man. It is what it is. And if you really love this music and want it to work out for you and happen for you, you got to get your hands dirty.
There it is, because I know there's a lot of people tuned in watching this thinking that they're going to coast through it and just kind of wing it, but that's definitely not going to happen. I wanted to talk to you about the Disposable Arts project. You just re-released that with a DVD. You want to talk about that?
My 4th album, Disposable Arts, came out in 2001, and pretty much right after it was released, the distributor went out of business. So the album never really got fully distributed out there for people. So it had reached a point where you couldn't really find it anywhere on CD or vinyl. So the price just went up crazy on it. People were selling it for $100, stuff like that, on the internet. And I just wanted the fans to be able to get their hands on it. So I went in and collaborated with Below System out in Europe, and we came up with a plan to release this. For me, is my favorite album, really the most instrumental album in my career. And we re-released it on CD, and we shot a DVD documentary about the making of the album. We interview a lot of the producers and artists that feature on the record, and just talk about what it was like back in 2001 putting this album together. And that's on sale right now, Below System, M3 Hip Hop, and go out there and support it. It's a great album.
Yeah, much love to Below System, everybody all around the world supporting what we're doing. Let's talk about the new project. It's EMC, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of fans out there know that back in 2008, I collaborated with Wordsworth, Punchline, and Strickland, and we released an album as a collective group called EMC. The album was called The Show, and we were really, really happy with the way it came out. Fans around the world loved the album, loved the group. We toured with the album for about 2 years, and then I started working on the project with Ed O.G., and then I did the next solo project. So there was a couple of, Wordsworth released a solo project, so Punchline released a solo project. So there was a bunch of years in between where dudes was doing their thing, but now it's time to come back full circle. Everybody's kind of leveled out. Everybody's done their solo stuff, and now it's time to get back in the studio with EMC. So what we have coming right very soon, top of the year, top of 2014, is an EP, a 6-song EP. And we're following that right up in 6 months with the album. Get ready, EMC coming soon.
Let's talk about the influence that you've had. No doubt you've had influence over myself and a lot of other MCs, not only here in Southern California, Los Angeles, but West Coast, all around the world. You've definitely had an influence all over. Let's talk about how's that make you feel to know that you've influenced a generation of MCs, producers, DJs, and just musicians and artists in general?
I mean, it's humbling because when I started doing this, to be honest with you, I just wanted to hear my voice on the radio. I just wanted to hear me on a record. Like, that was just the coolest thing. I never thought about impact it would have on people outside of my immediate crew or camp, you know, to go to places like Slovenia and Croatia and people to know the words to your songs in these faraway lands is an amazing thing to me. Just something I would have never expected, but it's a blessing. I appreciate the fact that people have really paid attention and listened to the stuff that I'm saying on records and that it means something to them.
To have people in a whole nother country that the only English they know is your record, that's pretty amazing. I want to get your definition of underground because this is the Underground Hip Hop blog, so I want to get your definition of what underground is.
We know the underground as being a real dark place, and if you're in this hip hop game and you're an underground artist, it can be dark at times, and sometimes when it's dark, it's hard to find your way. But if you focus and you got a team behind you, your team can become that light. And you guys together can walk through that darkness and find your way, find your lane, find your crowd, find your audience, and cater to that audience. Make those records that those people want to hear. Don't try to worry about making people dance in the club because everybody can't do that. That might not be your lane. You got to find your lane in this underground game, and your light will shine, and you will see where you're going.
Very enlightening. I love that definition right there, that whole analogy. One last time, can you give them the links so these people know where to follow you? You run your social media yourself, too, so let them know the links.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Twitter. It's just Masta Ace, Mastaace, one word. I'm on Instagram. It's Masta Ace Pics. And I have a Facebook page. That's Masta Ace Official or Fans of Masta Ace, either one. Go check it out.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Masta Ace, Pawz One, and you know you're watching UndergroundHipHopBlog.com. Peace.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Masta Ace, Brooklyn, New York City. And right about now, you're logged on to UndergroundHipHopBlog.com. Real hip-hop all day.
UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.